Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the computer class. Today we are going to discuss the exercise from the chapter number 3, that is hardware and software. In the last class, it was little bit a long video. Why? Because we didn't have any option left since your exam was coming of unit test, and we need to complete at least one chapter. So because of that, I have made the video little bit long one, but I have completed the explanation of the chapter. And this day I have kept for the discussion of the question answer from the exercise. So students, let us start. Please take out your textbook, and in the textbook, students, you need to tick mark which are the correct answers, and fill in the blanks are also there. You need to write down there. So please use pencil for writing. Okay. Now students, let us start with the number one multiple choice question that is given. Brain of the computer is A hardware, B software, C both A and B, and D none of this. Obviously students, one line is clearly written in the textbook that brain of the computer is the CPU and heart of the computer is the software. So that is the system software, you can say. Now operating system. Now students, CPU is the brain. But CPU is what? Comes under hardware or comes under software? Definitely CPU is a hardware. Why? Because we can touch it, as we have remembered the hardware definition, which we can touch and feel. Okay. So question number 1A. The question number 1A, it is brain of the computer is, you can say, it is hardware. So option A, that is hardware. So please write, select it, hardware. Okay, so that is question number A. Then question number B is that output from a printer is called. Now whatever we give instruction to the computer to take the output from the printer, that is called the papers that we take out, that is called the printout. So that is option number D. So that is option number D, printout. Question number C. MS Paint and Notepad perform particular task for operating system, user, CPU, computer. Now the question is here, MS Paint and Notepad. We use MS Paint and Notepad for what purpose? MS Paint is for painting or coloring and drawing, isn't it? And Notepad is for to write some short notes. So students, these all actually they do a task. Task for whom they do? Obviously, when we are using it, a person is using it. So definitely that will be used by the user. So that means they are performing this application. These are application software. Application software will work for whom? They will work for the user. So that means you can say it will be option number C. That is option B will be, that is user. So for user, they are performing special tasks, that is MS Paint or either the calculator, or you can say MS Office also, that is Windows or Excel. So there are so many application software which are performing for the user. Okay, so that is number C. Then let us come for number 2, that is true or false. Now true or false, students, first number A is given. Software used in railway reservation is an example of system software. So students, see, software which is used in railway reservation. Now railway reservation is a particular part of the computer, isn't it? It's not the whole computer system. If it would have been the whole computer system, then it would have been the operating software or operating system. But now they are saying that railway reservation is a software, which they are saying it's a system software, which is incorrect. System software means which actually runs the whole computer. Exactly what needs to be performed, that is decided by the software. But railway reservation only a you can say application only, which we are using to reserve the tickets online, isn't it? So that is why it is false. It is not a system software. Instead, that is an application software. So number 2A will be false. So number 2A, it is false. Fine. Number B, it is said MS Windows is a system software. Yes, MS Windows is a system software because it is the main operating system, you can say also. So MS Windows is a system software. So that is true. Number C, application software controls the basic functioning of the computer. Students, application software does not control the basic functioning. The basic functioning of the computer controls, it is controlled by the system software, not by the application software. Please try to understand that application software are some, you can say some programs which is used for some specific task. Like calculator is only used for calculation. plus, minus, multiply, divide. MS Paint is only for to paint or color. So, but MS Windows is the main software which is actually decides what to be done in the computer, how to do and what to do. So that is why application software do not control the basic functioning. It is the system software which controls the basic functioning of a computer. So question number C will be also false. That is, this is also false. Okay, so we have completed this question number 2 ABC. So students, please copy down this one. That means mark it properly. Now we are going to question number 3. Question number 3, you can see the question. It is that the devices that are used to give data to the computer are called dash devices. Now the devices that are used to give data, now that means give data means they will give the data to the computer. That means you are giving an input to the computer, isn't it? So that is why they will be called what? They will be called input devices. So that, and fill in the blanks will be input. Okay. Number B, the devices which for displaying the results are called. Now displaying the results means the result. You can see the word result. Result means the output. So that will be called output devices. This already we got in the IPO model. Then number C, it is any hardware that store information is, now that is a new one, which device that store information, that is called storage device. So that is storage device. Fine. So this is question number C. So please copy down this one. Question number 4, match the following. Now match the following, students. There are one column on the left hand side, one column on the right hand side. Some pictures and then names are given. We need to just match. So how I will match it like this. Question number 4. Say number A is projector. Now number A is projector. Now A, you can see the projector. Which one is the projector in the right hand side column? That is option number 2. So you can clearly see it is option number 2. Then question B, it is flash drive. You can say flash drive means pen drive. So that is option number 4 is correct, because the picture is pen drive of the 4. Number 4 is the pen drive. Number C, that is the joystick. Joystick matches with the number 1, which we use to play games, video games. And option number D, that is CPU. We can clearly see that is the option number 3 is the CPU. So option number 3. Fine. So this is question number 4. So student, please match it accordingly. Then question number 5. These are very short answer questions. So then this you will be doing by yourself. I am giving it as a homework today. That is question number 5A. That is, correctly arrange the words in the 2 columns. You can see some names, words are given inside the box, and below there are 2 empty boxes. 2 columns are there. One is hardware, one is software. You just need to fill up that keyboard. Suppose you take the first word keyboard. Keyboard comes under where? Hardware or software? Obviously it will come under hardware. So you write down the hardware inside hardware. Then secondly, you go ahead like that. Which comes under hardware, which comes under software. Just write it down. Then click that picture and upload in the Google Classroom. So that will be your homework today. That is number 5A. I will send it in the Google Classroom as well, so that you can reply to me there. So number 5A is a homework. Number B, 5B, that means name the following. Now let us start that one. Name the following. That is 5B. Number 5B, 5B number 1, that is 2 input devices. Now 2 input devices they are asking. Simple, students. Input device already we know. We can write one is keyboard. Another one we can write as mouse. Okay, so that is, you can say keyboard or mouse, or any other also you can write, whatever is there. You can say scanner is also there, webcam is also there. So those also you can write. Number 2, 2 output devices. 2 output devices, if we have to see, say we can take write a monitor and a printer, the easiest one. The monitor and the printer. Okay. Now number 3, 2 storage devices. Storage devices, if I say, I will write one is CD, one I will say CD1, compact disc, and another one I can write pen drive. So CD and pen drive, these 2 will be considered as the storage device because they work, they actually function as a storage device only. Okay. Next, there is a question below also. Are these devices hardware or software? So all these, if you see, or everything can be touched. So we can write they all are hardwares. They all are hardware. So please write it down. Now we will go ahead with question number 6, that is short answer questions. Question number 6a, what is hardware? Give example. So students, what is hardware? Give example if you have to see here. So we will write down the definition first. So let's please write it down. So first of all, 6a, if we will write 6a, so it is said that computer hardware, it is given in the textbook also. Computer hardware refers to the electronic parts. Computer hardware refers to the electronic parts that we can touch and feel. So that is the main definition. You can say that computer hardware are the electronic parts. So we can write hardwares are the electronic parts of a computer which we can touch. So this is the basic definition. You can say more to that we will include one more thing, that is it includes all the input and output devices that that we have. That is but if you do not write that sentence also, then also it is okay, because this is the main thing, that hardwares are the electronic parts of a computer which we can touch and feel also. Now example, if I take two examples, so we will take two examples. So two examples, say printer, and one I can take as CPU. Printer and CPU both are hardwares only, okay, but printer is an output and CPU is a processing device. Okay, so that is question number 6a. 6b, students, let us write down that one also. 6b, it is again define software and give example. Software is what? A set of commands is a called program, and one or more program is termed as software. So a set of command, that means a set of command will make one program, and a set of program will together make the software. So let us write down the definition there. So students, please pause the video and write down this one. We'll go ahead with the next question, that is 6b. So what we are going to write here, that is a set of command is called a program. A set of command is called a program. And so this is the you can say one part of this. It is not the complete definition. Why? Because we are just in explaining about program now. That is, a set of command is called program, but when we will join the program together, they will make the software. So what we can write next is, and one or more program is termed as software, and one or more program is termed as software. Now termed as software means is called as software also, you can say. Now example, if we say, we will write MS Windows, say MS Windows, then we can say Linux. Okay, so these are, we can say, the software. These are some example of the software. Okay, so that was question number 6b. Students, please pause the video here and copy it down. Now question number 7a. Question number 7a, if you see, it is you can say the differences. Let us see the question. Yeah, 7a, write 4 differences between hardware and software. Four lines are given, but it may be little bit longer, students. Okay, so you need to take care of that. So let us write down the difference. I will write in short only, how much I can. If there is no sufficient place in the textbook, then you can use the you can say the copy. Okay, so it is hardware. So we will write like this. Say this is I will give as hardware, and this I will give as software. So first point that will be the difference is hardware can be touched. So here it will be cannot be touched. So software and hardware, this is the first difference you can say. It can be touched, hardware can be touched, but softwares cannot be touched. The second difference is what that hardware is the physical part that causes processing of data. It is the physical part that causes processing of data. Okay, not what software does is software is a set of instructions to tell exactly what to do. So it's a set of instructions. A set of instructions to tell the computer what to do. So a set of instruction to tell the computer what to do. So that is the second difference. Third difference we can say hardware is how many types? 4 types as we have discussed. So 4 types. And those 4 types are what I can say: input, output, input, processing also, but I am writing processing last, processing, and finally storage. But here in number 3 you will get software. We got 2 types, that is 2 types, and those 2 types are system software and application software. And finally the fourth one, example you can give and you can conclude. No need to write so much, just give some example of hardware, give 2 example of software. Hardware I will take monitor, then you can say printer also I will take. And in software number 4, if I take the example, so you can say MS Paint, and you can say Photoshop. MS Paint and Photoshop. So many are there. I have just given two only. So student, this is a very important question because this is a long answer question also you can say. So 4 marks or 5 marks question. So what is that? What are the differences in between hardware and software? First you write can be touched, cannot be touched. Second, these are the physical part that causes processing of the data, which actually cause the processing of the data what we send to the computer. These are the set of instruction. Softwares are the set of instruction to tell the computer what to do and how to do. They will tell you. 4 types are there: input, output, processing, and storage. And there are 2 types: system software, application software. And number 4, example, monitor, printer you take, and MS Paint and Photoshop. So students, please pause the video here right now and copy it down. It may take more space, so please you can use your copy also, no problem. Okay, now after that there is a question number 8. Identify the following groups of devices or software. So what we are going to see, question number 1. If you say question number 1, these all are, if you say the keyboard is there, then what option is given? Say a microphone is given, mouse is given, webcam is also there. Okay, scanner is there. So these all are what? These all are input. Okay, so students, I am writing this one. Okay. So question number, that is 7 only. 8. Question number 8. Number 1 will be input. Number 1 is input. Number 2, if you see, that is a monitor is given, then speakers are there, printer is there. Okay, so that means these are all what? These are all output. Number 2, it is output. Number 3, if you see, pen drive is there, disk is there. So these are all storage. These are storage devices. And number 4, if you see, these are softwares, because these are not system software, these are only software, application software. So we will write Number 4, these are application software. Application software. So there is no picture of system software because they have given only 4 set of pictures. In that we didn't find anything like system software. Okay. Now let us find out the activity. Identify the jumble word. Now students, I think that you will be doing by yourself. There's an activity. So activity I should not do actually because that has to be done by you. So activity, please fill it up there. The jumble words, arrange it in proper order, and you will be getting the correct. So first one, though, obviously we can directly say PUC is given. If you arrange it, it will become CPU. Okay. Okay. So students, please copy down this one also. Now we have completed the chapter 1 completely because there is nothing left. Exercise done, discussions done. So students, best of luck for your examination. So we will meet in the next class, and till that time study properly and give the exam well prepared. Okay, and take good scores. So take care students. See you next time.